You ever met someone so full of themselves you just wanted to slap out their soul? Someone who walks into a room like God sent them personally to humble the rest of the world. They talk like Google needs them to stay relevant. They think apologizing will cause an earthquake or something. Well, guess what? Today you learn how to destroy someone's ego using philosophy. Not just any philosophy. Einstein's Technique. And no, this isn't about being petty. This is about mastery. You're about to unlock the kind of power that makes people sweat just by being around you. You want to humble the narcissist, pop the ego of that insecure try-hard, or just walk through life knowing how to check anybody who thinks they're untouchable. Good. Because we're diving into 3 psychological nukes. And once you learn them, you don't just destroy egos, you become ego-proof yourself. Oh, by the way, I always feature my favorite comment from the last video at the end, so stick around to see if it's yours. Let's go. Tactic 1, indifference is the most violent weapon. Enzo once said, "He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster." Oh, let's get one thing straight. You don't need to argue. You don't need to scream. You don't need to post subliminals on your Instagram story. You just need to master the deadly art of not caring. Here's the thing about egotistical people. They thrive on your reaction. They want your approval, your attention, your outrage, your jealousy, anything that proves they matter. So the moment you hit them with calculated indifference, their little ego starts glitching like Windows 98. When someone brags about their money, their followers, their achievements, just nod. Don't try to compete. Don't try to one-up them. Just say cool and move on like they told you what they had for breakfast. Do you know what that does to an ego-starved clown? It tells them they are not the main character in your world. And that hurts more than any insult ever could. Ego can't survive where there's no oxygen. And attention for them is oxygen. Kill the reaction, kill the ego. So the next time someone tries to flex or bait you emotionally, don't match their energy. Drown them in silence and calm curiosity. You'll watch them self-destruct, trying to get your emotional investment back. Tactic 2, ask them one question their ego can't answer. Egos hate one thing more than being ignored, being exposed by their own logic. Here's how you mentally dismantle someone without ever raising your voice. When they're flexing, bragging, or acting superior, you calmly ask them a simple but surgical question that shatters their self-image. For example, if they say, "I don't need advice from anyone," you ask, "Then why do you get so defensive when someone disagrees?" If they say, "I know what I'm doing," you ask, "Then why are the results not matching your confidence?" If they say, "I'm just being real," you ask, "Real or just insecure and loud about it?" Do you see the power? You don't insult them. You just aim a mirror at their ego and say, "Explain this." Nietzsche said, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. This tactic doesn't destroy their ego with noise. It makes them do the destroying by trying to defend it, and that is psychological checkmate. Tactic 3, expose their insecurities using compliments. Oh, this one right here. This one's personal because it uses their own mask to strangle them. Here's the play. If you notice what they're insecure about, maybe it's their looks, their status, their smarts, and instead of calling it out directly, you compliment it loudly and publicly. But here's the trick. You overdo it. It goes something like this. "Oh my God, you're so confident for someone with no degree. That's inspiring. You're literally the best speaker ever. I couldn't even tell you were nervous. Wow, I wish I could post as many selfies as you." I mean the confidence goals. You didn't insult them. You didn't attack them. You just highlighted their biggest insecurity by pretending it's their strength. And at this point, their ego is now tap dancing between thinking, Did they mean that? And wait, is that how people see me? It's psychological whiplash. Because egos aren't built on truth. They're built on performance. And when you start echoing their own lies back at them with little extra volume, their entire identity starts shaking. Nietzsche said, "One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star." And trust me, this tactic brings the chaos. You become the mirror they didn't ask for, the reflection they can't handle. Egos are fragile little things wrapped in fake confidence. They act bold, but deep down, they're hollow. And the best way to destroy one, don't attack it. Expose it. Not with rage, but with precision. So let's recap. 1. Indifference. Take away their oxygen. Reactions feed egos while silence starves them. 2. Ask them one question their ego can't answer. That holds a mirror right in their face and forces them to face themselves. 3. Compliment their insecurities. Echo their own lies back at them until they can't hold the mask up anymore. This isn't about becoming toxic. It's about being untouchable, being so calm, so clear, so unbothered that fragile people can't stand being around you. Now that you know how to destroy an ego, let's talk about how to protect yours. Because truth is, if you're easily offended, triggered, or obsessed with being seen, your ego is just as breakable as theirs. NZ didn't preach fake confidence. He wanted you to build something deeper, something immune to likes, compliments, insults, or trends, something called the Ubermensch mindset. The Ubermensch doesn't need validation. They create their own standards. They walk alone if necessary. And most importantly, they don't react. They respond with purpose, with clarity, and with power. So here's your savage reminder. If someone can hurt your feelings just by withholding attention, they control you. If their opinion shifts your self-worth, you're their puppet. Cut the strings. Mastering ego isn't about being heartless. It's about being rooted so deeply in your identity that no one can shake you. Destroying someone else's ego is fun, but becoming the type of person no one can manipulate, that's real dominance. So go ahead, be the calm storm. Let them flex, flinch, and fumble. But you stay still and watch their ego self-destruct. Because real power doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It just walks in and everyone feels it. The ego isn't strength. It's a fragile costume, stitched together by fear, comparison, and fake confidence. Nietzsche's technique isn't to destroy others just to feel powerful. It's helping you see through the illusion because once you do, you realize people aren't intimidating. They're just loud masks hiding scared minds. And the most dangerous person in the room isn't the one shouting. It's the one who doesn't flinch. The one who sees everything and says nothing. Destroying their ego is that simple. That's not cruelty. That's evolution. Listen, I'm not trying to teach you to fake strength. I want you to become the thing egos can't survive around. A mind so grounded, so self-governed, it bends reality without effort. Stop playing their game. Instead, be the glitch in it. Because the strongest ego is the one that doesn't need to exist. Comment of the day goes to Carmen, and it says, "I feel like I want to endlessly quote this video." Wow, okay people. Carmen is about to walk around quoting savagery like it's a Shakespeare remix. Lucky for you, I approve of this behavior.